Many beginners lose sleep over choosing between stocks and mutual funds, and sometimes even avoid investing altogether. If you invest the wrong way, you could lose years of growth. And many beginners make this mistake before they buy their first investment. They freeze, contemplating stocks or mutual funds. They overthink it and can end up doing nothing. Here's the truth. You don't have to choose one over the other, but you do need to understand how to use them. In the next 3 minutes, I'll show you exactly how. Let's start with stocks. When you buy a stock, you're buying a small piece of a company. One company, one decision, one bet. If that company grows, your investment grows. Put in $1,000, it goes up 10%. You've got $1,100. Sounds great, but here's the flip side. If it drops 10%, now you're at $900. And this is where beginners panic. Stocks can be powerful, but they're volatile. It's like riding a roller coaster. Exciting? Yes. Comfortable? Not always. Now let's talk about the boring option, mutual funds. And boring is powerful. A mutual fund is basically a basket holding dozens, sometimes hundreds, of stocks. When you invest, you own a tiny piece of everything in that basket. So if one company drops, the others can help balance it out. That's called diversification. Less drama, less stress, more stability. The trade-off: you probably won't see massive overnight gains, but you also avoid massive crashes. Here's what many beginners aren't told. You don't have to pick sides. Smart investors often use both. They use mutual funds, especially index funds, for long-term goals like retirement. That builds the foundation. Then, once they're comfortable, they add individual stocks for extra growth potential. It's not about betting everything on one idea. It's about balance. Let me show you something simple. If you invest $500 a month into a broad market index fund, and it earns an average of 8% a year, in 20 years you could have over $300,000. That's not flashy, that's consistent. And consistency builds wealth. And that's just from one consistent habit. No lottery tickets, no perfect stock picks, just steady investing over time. At first it feels small, almost boring, but every deposit is a brick. And 20 years later, you're standing on something solid. So here's the real question. Are you building slow, steady wealth or chasing fast gains? There's no single right answer, but there is a smart way to combine both. But here's an important point. Before you invest in either, do your research. Consider how each option fits your financial goals, risk tolerance, and personal investing style. If this helped you think differently about investing, like the video and hit subscribe for more practical money strategies. And tell me in the comments, are you more cautious fund investor or bold stock picker? Remember, start small, win big,